Hey everyone, welcome to another video. In this video I want to test out some new Drugstore makeup. I got some things from the new Essence Everlasting Bloom collection for spring. This is their new limited edition collection that is all about like flowers, and it is very cute. I also got two products from Make Revolution. This is not a brand that I usually am really into, buy a lot of things from, but these quite interested me and I thought that these would go well together with the things from the new Essence collection. So I'm gonna try those things out today. Let's get right into it. So let me first just show you what I got before I'm gonna test it all out on my face. In the Essence Everlasting Bloom collection we have two nail products. We have a nail glow beautifier. This is kind of like a clear nail polish that just makes sure nails look a little bit better, a little bit more shiny. Then we also have the Everlasting Blooms Blossom Nail Oil, and this one has flower petals and these smell very sweet. They smell like very florally, fruity, perfumey. They don't really smell like nail polish. Oh, this one does. Oh, the nail oil, that one smells good. This one smells like nail polish, the beautifier. So these are two pretty cute nail products, but we also have the Everlasting Blooms nail stickers. You get a bunch of these cute, small, florally nail stickers. There's only one of these. Like, what you see is what you get. There isn't more than what you see here, but I thought these looked very cute, so I wanted to pick them up as well. I believe I have everything from this collection. I don't think there's anything that I didn't get. Then we also have the Everlasting Blooms pH Reacting Lip Glow. So this is kind of like a lip balm, but once you apply this to your lips, it's gonna change color according to your pH levels. But I feel like these products always just turn bright pink. I haven't really heard anyone say that it doesn't turn bright pink on them, but I'm gonna try it. I think it looks really cute. We have a flower on the top here. Then we also have this Everlasting Blooms Dual Highlighter. We have a lighter shade and a deeper shade. We have a beautiful flower embossing. And in the swatches you can see I took both the colors and swatched them, but also mixed them together and swatched those as well. You can kind of mix and match with this one. Then we also have the Everlasting Blooms Lip and Cheek Stick. This is quite a bright pink with a little bit of a coral undertone. It looks very like glowy and quite creamy. The packaging of this is very cute. I love the lilac color, but it doesn't feel like very sturdy. I feel like if you would put this in your bag, it would probably not stay put. Like the top wouldn't stay put and this would get all in your bag. So I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't put this in my bag. It's a bit risky. Then the things that I got from Makeup Revolution. First up, I got a cream bronzer. I thought this one looked very interesting. I got the shade Light, and this is in the Ultra Cream Bronzer. This, I already swatched it, and it is very interesting because it's very emollient. You have a lot of cream bronzers nowadays that are kind of like cream to powder. They almost don't feel very creamy to the touch, but this one right away felt very emollient and creamy. So I'm very curious to see how this will work, how this will wear, how this will look on my face. Then I also got the Revolution Pro Lustre Blusher in Coral. This is a very bright pink. I wouldn't really call this coral. It's like a very bright Barbie pink, but I thought this would be cute with the cream blush, like combining those. These are like the first Makeup Revolution products in like 4 years that I've been interested in, and yeah, I just want to try it and just want to see, because I feel like if something from them is gonna work, it's probably gonna be something like this. Okay, wait, did I forget to show you the eyeshadow palette? I'm not sure if I showed you the eyeshadow palette. I don't feel like I did. So this is the eyeshadow palette. This front is kind of like a fabric, kind of like linen almost, and then inside we have a very cute springy color story with purples and pinks. These pinks, they swatched very well, very bright. They looked very pigmented. These two purples over here, like the last two purples, I felt looked a little bit lackluster in the swatches, but this brighter cool tone purple here, that one looked very good. So I have a feeling that it's gonna be good. Maybe not perfect, but I think it's gonna be pretty good. The pressed glitter didn't need to be in there according to me. I don't really wear pressed glitter, but it looks pretty cute. This palette is called 01 Choose What Makes Your Heart Bloom. I think it looks pretty cute. And I think I've said that 10 times already. But this is just a very cute collection. And we're just gonna zoom in a little bit and try it out. Okay, I think I want to first put on the pH Reacting Lip Glow. Because I just want to see how it looks, how it reacts. And then later on I can still change my mind and change the lip. So it looks kind of like a see-through lilac, very interesting. It feels very thin, almost like nothing. The scent on this is very sweet and florally for sure. I do feel like the color of my lips is changing a little bit, but it's nothing crazy. It's just a little bit pinker, I guess. It doesn't feel extremely hydrating, it just feels like a very thin layer, but also not too thin. I'm just gonna see how it feels, how it wears. Let's get into the eyeshadow now. I think I want to go into the pinks a little bit first, and then after maybe dip into the purples as well. I just want to see if the pinks are as good as I expect them to be. So I'm just gonna take a crease brush, and I think I want to go into the middle shade here, the bright pink, and I'm just gonna start applying that. Wait a second, I'm forgetting my eye base. Let me just quickly put that on. Okay, so I put on my eye base. I can't believe I almost forgot that. That wouldn't be fair to these eyeshadows. Okay, let's try that again. So I'm going into the bright pink, and do you see how bright that is? That is so bright. That's crazy. That's almost like neon looking on my eye. Pretty impressive so far. Now let's do the same on the other eye. I think this is a really cool shade. A very cool shade of pink. Very bright for sure. And now I want to go into this cooler tone purple, and I'm gonna put that towards the inner part of my crease. Ooh, that's also very nice and bright. I really like the tone of that shade. I hope you can see how bright this is on camera. So far I really like this look. Okay, I like that. Now I want to go into the brightest pink over here, and I want to deepen up the outer corner a little bit. And I'm just doing this all with the same brush because I haven't washed my brushes in way too long, and right now this is working out for me. This looks so good. I don't know what they did, but this is a very pigmented palette. I feel like the first pink is disappearing a bit right now, but wow. This is a bright shade as well. And now I think I just want to try a little bit of the purple in the outer part of my lid, but I don't have much faith in this. This swatch doesn't look amazing. It just looks very dry and satiny. No. That's a no for me. I mean, you can get it on there. It's not like the worst thing ever, but it's not shiny, it's not creamy, it's not pigmented, it's not really any of that. It's like, it works, it kind of works, but it's not amazing. I liked this first purple way better than that one. Now for the lid, I also want to take a little bit of this shimmer, and I want to put that towards the inner part and maybe put that over that purple a little bit, because I feel like this is gonna be better. Gonna make this look better. Yeah, that definitely is more shiny. I feel like nowadays with what I'm trying by Essence, they have their mattes down. Like, they know what they're doing with the mattes. They're quite nice, they're quite good, quite creamy, pigmented. But then the shimmers sometimes are still just a little bit lackluster. I do like this pinky one that I'm applying now a lot better than the purpley one. But if their shimmers would be like really, really nice, then their eyeshadow formula would be like amazing. I would love their eyeshadow palettes, like love them. But now they're just like nice and cute. I do love the look so far. It's very bright and fun. And now for the lower lash line, I want to take a little bit of the more peachy pink. Let's see if I can make this pop on the lower lash line. I don't have any base, like eye base down there, but I think it's looking good and it's building up pretty nice. The mattes in this are just really good because these are basically pastels and they look amazing. Just building it up a little bit, but I feel like that's okay because it's such a pastel shade and I don't have a base there, but I think this looks good. I'm just gonna take a bit of the brightest pink again and just put that in the outer part. Doing the same over here. That pink is so bright. And then I'm just gonna take the lightest peachy pink shimmer over here and I'm gonna put it in a corner and see if it's light enough. I have a feeling it might not be, but just wanna try it. I guess it kind of works. So this is the eye look. I'm gonna keep it like this. Even though I don't love all the shimmers, I do think that the end result is very impressive. It's like very bright and pigmented and still pastel, and that doesn't happen a lot that you get that, especially not with this price. I'm just gonna clean up under my eyes a little bit. I'm gonna put on some mascara, brows, maybe a little bit of a liner to ground the look a little bit, and then I'll be right back. Okay, let's move on to the cheeks. By the way, I just realized that this look is gonna be very pink. A lot of pink, everything pink. That's gonna be today's look. Okay, I'm gonna go into the cream bronzer. I'm very curious. And I'm gonna take a stippling brush. This is what I like to do nowadays. This is so creamy. I have not tried such a creamy cream bronzer, so let's see how this works out. This looks very scary. Just gonna do my best to blend this out. I think I might have taken a little bit too much. Just gonna take a brush to kind of blend the edges because that's a little bit much. Okay, I don't need that much, but I do really love how this looks on the skin. It looks very healthy and glowy. I really love the color of this. I think this looks very good, like very creamy. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit less for the other side. This is such a creamy product. And once again, it's very pigmented. You don't need a lot. And it does look a little bit scary at first. But then when you blend it out, it looks really good. At least that's my impression. My first impression so far. Gonna blend out the edges a little bit once again. And now I'm just gonna take what's left over on the brush and I'm gonna put that on the forehead. And on my chin. Alright, very interesting. It does dry down pretty quickly. So it's not like a sticky bronzer, a sticky cream bronzer that stays too sticky. I really like the effect on the skin. You can really see that healthy glow and it has dried down. I really love the shade. This might be a very good cream bronzer actually. I really like it so far. I just love it when bronzers look very kind of glowy but in a natural way that just make your skin look very good and healthy but not like very shimmery or shiny, like not too metallic. And I think this is what this one does. Then let's move on to the cream cheek. This one is in Live Life in Full Bloom and I'm just gonna apply a little bit like this. This one also looks very creamy, so let's see how this one blends out and if these work well together. This one is not as pigmented as the bronzer for sure. You can apply a little bit more. I do feel like it blends out pretty easily. I like the shade, but it is pretty subtle in a way, which also makes it very like easy to wear because you don't go overboard right away. Look, you see the difference. You see that I'm wearing blush here and not here, but it's not like anything crazy bright. I feel like this also gives that healthy glow for sure. And once again, I'm gonna blend the edges a little bit with a somewhat clean brush. Let's do the other side, and I'm just gonna apply quite a bit and blend it out. It's a nice shade, but it does disappear a little bit if you don't apply enough. But maybe it's good that this isn't like the brightest blush ever, because we also have another blush to put on top, and this look is already gonna be pretty pinky. You know what? I quite like it. It blends easily, it looks nice, kind of like that healthy glow. It looks creamy, but it's nothing too crazy. Yeah, I really love how my skin looks. I just love cream products. Like, I didn't used to, but this looks really good. And yeah, I've been getting really into cream products. I haven't worn them lately as much because I was a bit scared to wear them underneath a mask. But right now I'm not wearing a mask anymore actually. So I think it's time to bring them back into the daily routine. I just really love how this looks. Now, first I want to take the highlighter from the Everlasting Blooms collection. And then I want to take the Revolution Powder Blush. So I'm going to take a highlighter brush. Let me see. And I'm just going to mix it a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of the lighter shade and a little bit of the deeper and mix those together. It's pretty subtle. Like a pretty natural highlight, but it looks quite nice. I do like it. It's not like extremely powdery or anything like that, but it is not super glowy, metallic, wet looking or anything like that. It's just very natural. I'm just building it up a little bit. Yeah, I do like the effect. I do like how this blends into the skin. It's a pretty basic color, but it does make my cheeks look good. I don't know if I would say run out and buy it, but it is quite pretty. Then let's move on to the baked blush. And I'm just gonna take an angled brush. I'm taking a little bit. This is one dip. I just took one dip and let's see. Wow, that's pigmented. Whew. I hardly touched the pan. Ooh, that's bright. So yeah, that's really extremely pigmented. Great for deeper complexions though, at least this shade. It looks quite nice and glowy. It is very, very bright. I'm just gonna try and take even less for the other side. Yeah, now I just took a tiny bit. You don't need more than that. At least if you have my skin tone, gotta be a little bit careful. Maybe the other lighter shades aren't like this one, aren't as pigmented, but yeah, I do like the shade, I do like the glow, but it is quite a lot. This blush is quite a lot. And I do feel like I applied a little bit too much over here, but in the end it did blend out. It looks pretty cute. It's definitely not a bad product, but it is a little bit scary. A little bit scary to me at least, with how bright it is. It's really bright. Now for the lips, I'm not super impressed with this, so I kind of want to try and take this, the lip and cheek cream, and see how I feel about this. Because usually when I use these cheek products for the lips as well, I feel like they are a bit too dry and they suck all of the life out of my lips. So let's see if this actually works. Alright, so this is gonna be the finished makeup look. I quite like how everything turned out. The eyeshadow I really, really like. The shimmers weren't perfect, but in the end, like how bright pink this is, I'm very impressed with. I really love the cheeks. I really like everything that I use on the cheeks. I don't really have any complaints there, except for that the blush by Makeup Revolution was a bit pigmented. The lips, I don't know. I don't know about them. My lips right now look a little bit crazy, a little bit crepey. It's really settling into the lines. What I just put on, this just makes my lips look a little bit crusty and not too amazing. But all in all, I really like this look. Let's just quickly go over all the products. So we have the Everlasting Blooms eyeshadow palette. As I said, the pinks are very, very pigmented, especially the mattes. I quite like the pink shimmers. This purple performed pretty good, but the other two I have my doubts about. So it is a pretty good palette with some dots, but in the end I got a really, really nice look. So it's definitely not perfect, but it's also like €5, so you can get a very, very bright pink look with it. And there are some very good pastels in it, but just not everything. So it's kind of up to you if you feel like it's worth it. It's like 1/3 of the palette isn't amazing and the rest is pretty nice or really good. So I'm happy that I got it, because this type of look, it's not easy to get. It's not easy to find bright pastel pinks like this, so I quite like it, but it's not like absolutely amazing. Then the PH lip balm, I just felt like it didn't do a lot. It didn't change my lip color a lot. It wasn't very hydrating. It was just okay. I don't think I would recommend this. It smells kind of sweet, but it's just nothing special, and the packaging also feels pretty cheap. So yeah, I feel like there are better lip balms that are more hydrating, that look better, that have cuter packaging, even in this price range, maybe a little bit more expensive, so I'm not into that one. Then we got the cream bronzer. I'm actually really impressed with this because it looks very creamy and natural on the cheeks. I really love the color. I'm really into it. It's a bit more creamy and emollient when you apply it, but it does dry down and then it looks really good. I'm really into this bronzer. I think this could be a new favorite. I really loved the undertone. I really love the formula and the way this worked. It is quite pigmented, so you have to keep that in mind, but once you know that, then it's not a difficult product to work with. You just have to take a little bit less, and then it's pretty easy to blend out. I didn't really have any problems blending this out. Then the cream cheek, I don't love it on the lips, but on the cheeks I think it's quite cute. It's not blowing my mind, but it is quite nice. It did blend out well. It is a cute color. You do have to build it up a little bit. It's just a nice product, especially for the price. If you want to try some cream cheeks, if you want to try a cream cheek product, a cream cheek stick, then this is a nice one to see if you like it. The blush, as I said, it is quite nice, but it is very pigmented. I have to use it a little bit more, try it out a little bit more for sure, but that is the case with all of these products. I always try the products a little bit more before I give my final review, but I quite like how nice and glowy this is. I like this shade. You can quite easily blend it out. You just have to take the tiniest bit if you are around my skin tone. If your skin is lighter than mine, this could get a little bit tricky. Then I might check out one of the lighter shades. I didn't expect it to be so bright, but it is very bright, very pigmented. Then I think this is the last thing that I tried. This is the highlighter, of course. I think it looks pretty. I think it is like a natural shine. It's like a natural sheen. It makes your cheeks look nice. It makes your cheeks look good, but it's not revolutionary. It's nothing amazing. It's nothing that I haven't seen before. It's just a nice natural highlighter, but it is definitely not bad. So if you're like, this is so cute, it looks so cute, it's affordable, I would say go for it. It is pretty nice, but I don't think that this is gonna be my new favorite highlighter. So yeah, that's gonna be everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. And also let me know if there's anything from this video that you're planning to pick up. I think this was a pretty successful video with pretty cute, pretty nice products. I am very excited to use some of these more, and then I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!